Welcome to Comic Book Deep Dives Viewer Request Edition, the series where we go through some of the comic book characters that you guys want me to talk about, so that way you don't have to wait for them to appear on the wheel. This viewer here wants me to talk about Red Skull for no particular reason. Created by Jack Kirby and Joe Simon in the year of 1941, the Red Skull first appeared in the pages of Captain America Comics number 7. Born Johann Schmidt, the man we would know to become as the Red Skull, was born in Germany and raised in an orphanage for the beginning part of his life before he ran away to become a thief and beggar. However, as time went by, Johann managed to score himself a job as a shopkeeper run by a Jewish family. The daughter of said family was a young woman named Esther, who at this point was the only person to really treat Johann with any form of kindness, and overcome by lust or his poisonous love, tried to force himself upon her. She, of course, rejected him and he ended up murdering her. Somehow managing to escape the law for this murder, Johann would end up working at a hotel, and a few years later that particular German group would finally come into power. And the future big bad of World War II, aka Silly Mustache Man, would end up staying at that same hotel that Johann was working at. Seeing the same hatred in Johann's eyes that Silly Mustache Man had himself, he decided to take Johann under his wing to become the perfect member of that really bad group. And in order to do this, Silly Mustache Man personally overtook Schmidt's training, gave him the Red Skull mask, the Red Skull uniform, named him the Red Skull, and the skull was only answerable to Silly Mustache Man. This made the Red Skull the second most powerful person in that really bad group. He was literally 1 point beneath Silly Mustache Man, and Silly Mustache Man gave him literally anything he wanted because of his progress and how much terror he spread in the Second World War. And of course, during the war, the Red Skull will come into contact with Captain America and a teenage Bucky Barnes before he was captured, presumed dead, and turned into the Winter Soldier. However, in the final days of the war, this is where Captain America and the Red Skull will come into contact one final time for decades to come. Captain America and the Red Skull are fighting in a secret bunker in England, in which the Allies dropped a bomb on top of it, with Captain America barely escaping with his life, and the Red Skull laid there. An experimental gas leaked into the bunker from its exposed canisters, leaving the Red Skull in a suspended animation while his wounds slowly healed over time. Now, I'm not going to be talking about his powers, abilities, or equipment as I normally would, because I feel like I've given this guy enough limelight based on what's happening in today's world. And I feel like you guys who have watched this far in the video are intelligent enough to know where I stand on subjects like this. I'll leave this video off with the fact that the Red Skull finally got what he deserved by the one man who really should be giving it to him.